They roll up loud, ready for a scene. Then they freeze mid-step, 'cause the sidewalk's clean. Fresh white line, like a battle scar. Every edge in place, every mark a star. Mr. Bill's Cups, where the strong stand tall, trip up the chaos, pull the front line wall. Good stone guardians, watching every turn. Mr. Bill's Cups, make the doubters burn. Boots on the ground, badges in the night, neighbors on the porch, backlit by the porch light. Every sharp corner like a drawn-out sword. When the crowd surges, they hold the accord. Mr. Bill's Cups, where the strong stand tall, trip up the chaos, hold the front line wall. Good stone guardians, watching every turn. Mr. Bill's Cups, make the doubters burn. They chant and they push, but the line doesn't fade. Every painted edge, every groove that was laid, dreamy haze above, still in the street. Mr. Bill's Cups stand where the patriots meet. Mr. Bill's Cups, where the strong stand tall, trip up the chaos, hold the front line wall. Stone guardians, watching every turn. Mr. Bill's Cups, make the doubters burn.
Okay, pretty cool. Thanks for popping in, guys. Popping in. I'm going to be doing a space tonight at 8 o'clock, so I wanted to kind of get some of the last bits of news or whatever out of the way here. You guys probably already saw the crazy news out there and nonsense out there, but I appreciate you guys popping in. Sorry, I didn't put a poll. If you guys have a poll question you want me to ask the rest of the people or something like that, please let me know if you guys have a poll question that you're curious what people think or whatever, and I'll make a poll for you guys instead of just for my own curiosity. Like, how often should people shave or something like that might be a good poll question based on the camera. Anyway, nice to see you, Paul. Nice to see you, Tahiti Wave. Hopefully, how's your guys' day going? Hopefully, it was going pretty good. Let's check and see what's going on with these little animals over here. Let's make that a little bit bigger so you guys can sort of see it before we get into it. There you go. No audio on that one, I guess. Audio. Oops, guys want to see bigger. There you go. Hopefully you're doing good, Paul. Cold out there wherever they're at. Anyway, there's the early commercial break there. They always do that early commercial, like you're just kind of watch the beginning of the show or whatever, and they go right into the commercial right after that kind of exciting beginning. There's the commercial right exciting after the exciting beginning. Here's another little commercial, I guess. Here, I don't know why to starting off the commercials, but let's do that. Poor elephant there. Mom's trying to give him some food or something like that, and he doesn't want to, not too hungry or something like that. Well, he just wants to take a nap, I guess. Like, quit bugging me, Mommy. I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. I don't want food. I want sleep. Sleepy time. Let me sleep. Okay. Anyway, that's interesting. Andy knows kind of going after some Portland Democrats here. He says to Maxine Dexter here, He promised to continue to update the public on the pew-pewing in Portland involving Border Patrol. But after evidence from the Portland police and DHS came out showing the two injured in the truck ramming attacker Trinidad Arago suspects linked to multiple shootings, you went quiet. Why? Did you also conduct yourself so unethically in your medical career? Is she supposedly a doctor?
Worried that the ICE. Maxine Dexter, Oregon's third. We are about to go into the House chamber, and I am absolutely clear I will be a hell no on any further funding to the Department of Homeland Security. It is extraordinary that we are in a moment where my colleagues on the other side of the aisle do not see that the ICE investments and impunity that they have given in this administration has led to literally.
Even the same impunity, if you want to call it that Obama had, and nobody said anything back then? That impunity?
The stuff of nightmares. I met with constituents in my district last week. Children are waking up worried that the Iceman is coming to get them or their families. We saw 5-year-old Liam taken by ICE. He was being used, trying to pull his family out of the home. And
nope. Again, fake news. His father ran away when ICE got to his house and everything, left his kid abandoned. So the ICE, who cares about children, made sure that they sort of had somebody keep an eye on him since his father decided not to keep an eye on him. But go ahead and lie about that.
Now he's in a detention facility, and we now know from a county autopsy.
You know what a CPS is? Child Protective Services. The federal government has their own version of CPS. You say yours, Oregon CPS is a good CPS, so you should also say that the federal government's CPS is also a good sort of CPS situation. When they have to take federal suspects out of the house and everything, they need to put them in a child protective service type thing. That's what they do. And you know this, of course, but you like to fearmonger your base.
Autopsy report in El Paso.
The death of Cuban detainee in El Paso ICE facility is ruled a homicide. An autopsy from the county examiner said the detainee, Geraldo somebody, was asphyxiated and restrained by law enforcement. Federal officials described his death as a suicide. Suicide. Not homicide, suicide.
That indeed the death of a detainee was homicide. This is not normal. This
again, death of Cuban detainee in El Paso, New York Times. An autopsy from the medical examiner said the detainee was asphyxiated and restrained by law enforcement. Medical examiner from the county medical examiner. Okay, let's do that. Maybe we'll get somebody else out there outside of El Paso, very liberal area, and see if that's the case there. Federal officials, which you're technically a federal official, you should kind of go with them instead of what somebody in Texas said. Liberal state in Texas. Go on. Sorry.
This is not normal. DHS should not receive another dime. ICE is operating illegally with impunity. They are murdering our people. They are kidnapping.
Name one person that had due process and was convicted of the M word you just mentioned there. Name one. Name one. Since you're big on due process, name one person that was murdered, in your words. Please name that person.
Kidnapping our children. Call upon my Republican colleagues to vote no. This has to stop, and they are complicit.
You're complicit in allowing over 10 million people to come over the border illegally, many of which are causing trouble.
Who is not limited, because the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, is someone who is not limited by what others say is possible or what others say is impossible. He's not limited by some of the things that have happened in the past, and he's willing to talk to or engage with anyone in the interest of peace, always putting the American people and our national security first, but understanding that in the world that we share with so many others, peace is paramount to all of us. Because the president of the
Drop the mic, Rubio.
I thought you were taking me out to a nice lunch.
This is it. This is New York fine dining.
A la carte?
That was the cart right there.
Is it locally sourced at least?
Yeah, from the Bronx. It's an area of New York well known for its wildlife.
Look at her face. What kind of wildlife? Hey, Bacon Toast, how you doing? Have you ever had a hot dog from the middle of New York City and kind of wondered where's the meat come from?
Oh God. See you guys at 10 if I make it. Polly, I thought you were taking me out to a nice lunch.
These press there probably talking on behalf of journalism and a lefty city hall or something like that, and not allowing free speech. Sounds kind of pretty fascistic. And whoever's in charge of this area is not sort of doing anything better than the Portland City Council did yesterday. Now you do it. 20 seconds. How far are we into this? Only 20 seconds into 29 seconds into the situation, and you finally decide to say be quiet to the leftists. If you don't want to hear him, leave. Law enforcement there behaving themselves, not yelling and screaming, not having to share an opinion or anything like that. All the leftists out there obviously sharing their opinion.
Just go ahead and hang out right here.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Or fascism.
Right over here.
Get this idiot out. He's been involved.
Well, who is him? I didn't even read the story on this one. I just like, get him out. You don't even know his opinion. You don't even know his name, evidently. I was watching that Bacon Toast. I was thinking about sort of replaying some of that stuff. Yeah, that was crazy. I hope they do a lawsuit against the police, or at least that library there. We love fascism. We love fascism. When we do it. When we do it. We... Yeah.
As you can see, the lunatic mob has gone crazy, all because I'm wearing an ice cap and I support law and order.
SA San Antonio, I'm assuming. That makes sense now. That was weird. What was that about? Total chaos. I'll follow that guy. Total chaos broke out today at the city council meeting in San Antonio. The trigger crowd would not allow me to speak for 2 minutes. I was outnumbered hundreds to one. I saw somebody else that had a Trump t-shirt there. They are the real fascists. trying to censor me from speaking. They are the true bad guys, which stands for National Socialism, a democratic ideology. Thank you. I guess Putin met with Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner today. What I'd love to see is like right before the election or something like that, have Vladimir Putin and the Ukraine guy, whatever his name is, shake hands on a formal peace treaty. You know, say, okay, I'm sorry I was a year and a half late, but you guys wanted this to end. I get this to end here. You see, they shake hands. It's over. You want to vote? You want more of this peace treaty stuff? 9, 10 peace treaties? Vote for me and vote for the Republicans in the House and the Senate. You want disaster area, more wars? You vote for Democrats. That was not my best Trump impersonation, by the way. Actually, I don't have a good one. Supposedly, in the Jack Posobiec said, I'm told the judge that refused to sign the criminal complaint against Don Lemon is magistrate judge Douglas Miko. His wife works for Keith Ellison as an assistant AG and has anti-ICE posts on LinkedIn. Interesting. Here's another commercial for you. Good one here, too, I think. No audio on this one, though. The bald eagle hanging out. Let's go. You guys having fun yet? Yeah, a few people hanging out there. I appreciate you guys watching. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a human, please. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't completely identify as human. If you might, some of your identity is something other than human. Maybe you're a bald eagle or something like that. You know, I don't know. Oh, 3. I'm not sure what 3 was this time. I didn't have a 3, but yeah, we'll see. If you're breakfast food, then put a 3. So yeah, bacon toast, got that one right. Hey, thank you guys for popping in there. Just double checking to see. Old school's hanging out there. I appreciate you guys chilling out. Thank you so much. Should I get your background music or not? Good chill background music. Who's this? What does this idiot say?
Yeah, so I want to comment on Nikema Levy Armstrong's arrest. It's a gross abuse of power, and she should immediately be released.
Okay. So you're okay with protesters going inside religious worship areas, and if they should not be taken in by law enforcement. Okay. Anybody? Hey, Jacob Lang, did you hear that? Jacob Lang, did you hear what he said there? It's okay to go to Minnesota and go to religious areas. And I don't advocate for it. He advocates for it. He advocates that that's free speech, that go in there and disrupt things, you know. The mayor of the city will not come after you if you go into a religious institution area and disagree with them. You know, go ahead if you want to. I don't call for it. He's calling for it. Was this today? That was it. What's your name? Call this phone number. We'll try to get you out. Problem is, he's not going to city jail, buddy. He's not going to city jail. He's on video, likely attacking ICE federal officers. You don't get a get out of jail free card for that, you know. Mrs. Axtell in the chat or whatever, she knows what jails you can go to get a free get out of jail free card in Portland, things like that, Multnomah County. But yeah, feds, you know, ICE detention centers, federal buildings. Yeah, it's you don't get the get out of jail free cards there. It's not monopoly. I won't tell him. I don't want to tell him. I won't tell him. Where's Wolfie? Where's Wolfie? Show me Wolfie. 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 Sorry, couldn't resist.
I got you.
Skip that 4-minute video.
What the Minneapolis? They don't know how to do their job.
When you're stopping them from doing their job, it makes it a little bit difficult to do their job. So I'm going to go into Chipotle next time and tell them how to do their job. Okay. No, I want twice the amount of meat on there for free. I'm sure they'll do that. I'm sure they'll do that. You know, give me some extra hot sauce, Chipotle people. I want the extra hot sauce. No, it's price says for hot sauce. I want as much hot sauce, that entire bowl of hot sauce. Put that on top of that burrito. Come on now, come on. It doesn't say the limit of the hot sauce. Give it all the hot sauce to me. I don't think they would oblige you with that. They might, you know, give you the hot sauce off the plate, if you know what I mean. Anyway, fun stuff. Only 14 likes. Come on, the like button's not that hard to press. Let me know if it's hard to press. Sometimes if it gets sticky or whatever, you can always press it 3 times. If it gets sticky, you can press the like button 3 times. Jerry Nadler. Who's a big fan of Jerry Nadler's?
I wrote the Operation Pence card. President Trump, Congressman Nadler, Ivan Raiklan, once again.
Oh, this is a guy advocating for J6ers that's interviewing him.
Me? All right. How you been? Okay. Good. So what do you think's going to happen today with Jack Smith?
I think he's going to tell the truth.
Yeah. And do you know that I'm the person that actually set up January 6th? I wrote the Operation Pence card. President Trump actually retweeted that. The J6 Select Committee never interviewed me, and nor did Jack Smith. I would be a really good credible witness. So my name's Ivan Raiklan, if you want to ask. I'm on X as well. You can look it up, sir.
I didn't. I just started following this guy recently or whatever. I gotta see what he's got a lot of followers there too. Pure heart for truth and justice, and a sea of retard cowards and traitors. Free Tina Peters. Pardon Shane Lamond. 4 PBs. 8 Oath Keepers. Very good guy, I guess. You liked who did you like? Oh, you hit the like button. Good, you found it. See, you're one of these 2 new ones there. Hoot Troop. Thank you so much. What a hoot. What a hoot troop. Thank you. Cool AI picture. Cool AI picture. Speaking of Jack Smith here. Oh, I've got to get rid of that bookmark. What did he say in
taxpayer money did you we've gathered at $35 million, and what I want to know is how much of that $35 million of taxpayer money did you give to confidential human sources? We know you gave $20,000 to someone. It just got reported last week. How much more money did you pay confidential people we don't know about, with American tax money going after the guy we elected president?
My recollection regards the 20,000.
You see what they do? My recollection. That way later on, he can't say he lied. He said, I didn't recollect correctly.
$1,000, which was not a payment from me. It was me approving a payment by the FBI to a confidential human source who was reviewing video and photographic.
Who's the source?
I do not know the identity of the source.
How many other payments went to this source or other sources?
As I sit here, I do not know the answer to that question.
I have to dance for a like? I don't even want to sing for a like, but I love you. You love me. We're a happy family. There. Now the song is stuck in your head, and so there you go. There's your song.
My role as special counsel,
$35 million, and you're giving money to people the country doesn't know who they are, and you're giving their hard-earned money to these folks? The main question I have, too, with this is, why'd you have to do it? You subpoenaed bank records from the RNC, phone records from members of Congress. You got subpoenas for bank records for people sitting right down the front row. Why did you have to pay people for information when you could subpoena them and get it?
Time has expired.
Time has expired. You can answer the question. Country'd like to know why you had to do it.
My recollection and understanding is the payment, the $20,000 that I approved, was for a confidential human source to assist in the review of video and photographic evidence showing people who were attacking the Capitol, attacking police officers, obstructing.
Isn't it funny how lawyers are the best liars?
The proceeding, and seeing if we could prove that some of those people had come directly.
That wasn't my question, but my time has expired. The gentleman.
Recently stated that requiring proof of citizenship to vote in elections is voter suppression. Can you explain how requiring proof of ID is voter suppression?
That's not a statement that I ever made.
You sure about that?
Then you should have brought the SAVE Act, which is a voter suppression bill that we strongly oppose, to the floor.
Leader Jeffries, you
Drop the mic. Vance was in Minnesota today, Minneapolis. Good man, Vance, good man. Okay, we know those guys are Air Force. What were the other guys? ICE or something else? I appreciate it. I try to be. Half the time I'm a good streamer. The other half the time I'm kind of just an average streamer. So at least you're hopefully you're watching one of the good times. Wolfie's got jokes. Wolfie's got jokes that I wouldn't normally highlight, but you know, I don't want YouTube to flag me for no reason. Trying to see what branch they're from. American flag. Marines? What's the patch there? Anybody know? I can't tell. I can't tell. Probably ICE or Border Patrol or Homeland. I'm not sure. Jennings destroys more people again.
That's a figment of your imagination. It's a figment of the CBO's documents.
Do I believe in universal health care? Yes. And I'm proud of that. We're one of 16 states to provide care to people regardless of their immigration status.
People who are in the country illegally also can't get Medicaid.
Sure
That's
they can.
federal law.
Sure they can.
They can't get Medicaid.
They also
Medicare,
can't register
CHIP,
to vote. They also
Obamacare
can't register to
subsidies.
vote, but we just found one in Maryland who was running the Des Moines school system.
Oh my God, one!
Do I believe in universal health care? Yes. And I'm proud of that. We're one of 16 states to provide care to people regardless of their immigration status.
The beating heart of the Democratic Party right now is, what can we do for illegal aliens?
Oh,
We want to keep them in the
true.
country. We don't want them deported. We got to give them health care. That is the reason for the Medicaid rage.
Do I believe in universal health care? Yes. And I'm proud of that. We're one of 16 states to provide care to people regardless of their immigration status.
Ding, ding, ding. Good job, Scott.
Allegations that you committed perjury tonight. What you have to say to allegations that you defrauded the American people, Mr. Smith. That you wasted taxpayer dollars. That you wasted taxpayer dollars, Mr. Smith, on politically persecuting the president, sir. Did you defraud the American people? Do you think you're going to go to jail, Mr. Smith? Do you think the DOJ will come after you? Mr. Smith, do you think that you'll be arrested? Mr. Smith, did you break the law?
Mr. Smith, how could you say that Trump has no First Amendment rights to question an election, but Hillary Clinton gets away with prosecution?
Mr. Smith, are you shocked that President Trump?
It's kind of funny, all the right-wing media there, you know, well, Fox News, but trying to fight over getting almost knowing they're not going to get an answer, you know, it makes him look bad not answering the question. But like, I want to ask him 5 questions and not get an answer. No, I want to ask him 6 questions and not get an answer.
Won the election. Did you think you were going to get away with breaking the law? Mr. Smith, did you think you were going to get away with breaking the law? No comment, sir. Did you commit perjury? Did you perjure yourself, Mr. Smith? Are you afraid you're going to be indicted, Mr. Smith? No comment? Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith. I finished with that one if it's worthwhile here. Let's see what Chip Roy had to say here.
Did you target my records and subpoena my?
Go back to that.
Let me ask you this.
Biden DOJ enemies list. Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy, Jim Jordan, a whole bunch of other people. I'm guessing Chip Roy is on the bottom of that list that I can't see.
Am I on this list? Did you target my records and subpoena my phone toll records?
My understanding is your records were subpoenaed by prosecutors before I became special counsel.
Well, staff would put this up on the screen. I'm thankful for the great staff who discovered the email where I learned for the first time a few weeks ago that my phone records were indeed targeted. We called AT&T and we've learned that they were given to the Department of Justice, as this email indicates, because I had been in communication with Scott Perry, one of my colleagues here in Congress, who literally had his phone taken from him in front of his family. And of course, as we've already talked about in this document, it talks about you could be in violation of the privilege by even obtaining and possessing this information if the member objected to the disclosure. This happened 4 years ago in May of 2022, and I couldn't object because I didn't know. I didn't know until about 3 weeks ago. My question here is, was there any limits to your investigation or the investigation that preceded you, Mr. Smith? Because as egregious as a violation of separation of powers this is, as an egregious and abuse of power it is, it's far more concerning you are clearly targeting American citizens for merely being conservative or supporting the president. We've got memos that we've already been.
Thanks, Scott, for joining my Discord. If anybody wants my Discord link, let me know. It should be somewhere inside the chats there somewhere. Feel free to follow me on Discord if you're one of those Discord cool people there. I've got cool channels like the Self-Promo channel, Faith, Family, Freedom channel, Fun Photo and Foolishness channel, and General channel, of course. I'll open more channels if I get more people in there.
Talking about in this hearing from April 2022 that preceded you that established and opened the investigations, one of which has Attorney General Merrick Garland's signature on it. And the focus was the electors. Now, that was 6 months before you were appointed. You testified earlier, you met and interviewed Merrick Garland and Deputy AG Lisa Monaco. And you briefed the AG and deputy multiple times. Did you brief them on the electors and the prosecution of their supposed crimes?
Did I? I'm sorry.
Did you brief them on the electors and their supposed crimes?
I don't recall specific conversations, but I'm sure that in the course of briefing them,
Wasn't that the purpose of the entire investigation as it was set out? Because putting aside that in 1960, it was already talked about, my friend, Mr. Tiffany, that Hawaii put forward an alternate slate of electors, the investigation pivoted to President Trump and, frankly, anybody who knew him. Do you know who Cleta Mitchell is?
Yes, I do.
She's an election lawyer that was involved in filing an election contest on behalf of President Trump in Georgia in December of 2020. A 64-page complaint with over 1,100 pages of exhibits, witness affidavits, and expert witness reports documenting thousands of votes cast in violation of Georgia law, but which were nevertheless included in the vote totals. Now, notwithstanding the disposition of the cases that was filed, is that a criminal act? Filing an election contest on behalf of a candidate for office, a client. Is that a criminal act? Yes or no?
No, in fact, we stated.
So why did you deem it appropriate to monitor Cleta Mitchell's long-distance phone records in 2023, 2.5 years after the election contest was filed and after the presidential electors were certified? What about Jen Ellis? What about Sidney Powell? What about Bill Sepien? What crime did you suspect had been committed by them that would warrant monitoring their phone records 2.5 years after the 2020 election was certified?
With respect to Sidney Powell, she is one of the co-conspirators alleged in the indictment. I don't know what you mean by monitoring, sir, if you're talking.
Well, there were some 400 plus Republican conservative groups and leaders who were targeted by your investigation. Their financial records were obtained, records of the RNC, the Trump campaign.
Monitored.
Campaign, Cleta Mitchell, the Conservative Partnership Institute, the America First Policy Institute, NRCC, NRSC, PACs, conservative groups, people all across the country, citizens, because we hear a lot about members of
I saw it. Thank you, Scott.
Congress. And we should, because of separation of powers and the egregious abuse of power. But what we're not talking about enough, in my opinion, are the American citizens that have been targeted. Because frankly, are there any limits to the power of a special prosecutor or special counsel? So much so in your abuse of power that in the summer of 2024, the indictment involving classified documents was dismissed after determining your appointment violated the Appointments Clause of the Constitution, but you continued to sign your name on court filings until the time you resigned from office in January of 2025. A federal judge just recently stated a prosecutor who continues to sign his name in court filings after a disqualification order should face disciplinary action or disbarment. I yield back.
There you go, Chippewa. You'd think he should be, but if he's from a lefty state, he won't be. Let's try something else.
Have you determined yet if you are going to launch a probe into Kristi Noem and what that would look like?
We haven't ruled anything in and we haven't ruled anything out, but what is clear is
it's okay to talk with their hands, but the way he does it is more annoying than the way I do it, you know?
that Kristi Noem is a corrupt political hack who is deeply unqualified and is unleashing brutality using taxpayer dollars on the American people. ICE is out of control and operating in far too many ways in a lawless fashion, and the American people know it, which is why the American people have turned against Donald Trump and his extreme immigration policies.
It's so extreme to offer people money and a plane ticket to leave on their own. That's so extreme, man. So extreme.
Was there were many in the mix.
The unanimous consent. Gentleman yields back. The
And last thing,
back.
your hand gestures, Mr. Fanone. You need medication.
Executed. The problem was there were many in the mix.
The unanimous consent. Gentleman yields back.
And last thing, your hand gestures, Mr. Fanone. You need medication.
Expired. The time of gentleman expired. The audience will be in order. The committee will be in order. And
Executed. The problem was there were many in the mix.
The unanimous consent. Gentleman.
Not sure what that was about.
Hold on. Nearby stop, please.
Mr. Smith, Ivan Raikkonen. How you been, sir? You're his attorney, right? Mr. Smith, how you doing today? How about I challenge you to a debate anytime in February, 5 hours on live TV, sir. I'm here ready for you. That way you can answer questions. What do you think, Jack? I know more about the Electoral Count Act in January 6th than anybody in this town. My name is Ivan Raikkonen, author of Operation Pence Card, sir. You mentioned me in your indictment of President Trump. Why don't you ever call me in as a witness? You subpoenaed everybody around me to get information about me. You never had the courage to confront me. You don't even have the courage to look me in the eye right now and respond, sir. Jack, I'm right here. Ivan Raikkonen at your service. You took Jamie Raskin and David Buckley's false information, who was the staff director of the J6 cover-up committee, known as the Fedsurrection cover-up committee, and yet you failed to even interview me. The staff director, David Buckley, didn't interview me because I have dirt on every single one of you. Why don't you just confront me in person, and then we can settle it with the truth. Have a nice day, sir.
I like how he's peaceful about it and everything too. Who is this guy again, though? Pure Heart for Truth and Justice. Did he work for Capitol Police, or who did he work for at the time? After 25 years countering stuff like that, Ivan's work has been constitutional lawyer, is now retired and exposing corruption. Your files, Real America Heroes Voice. When workers know it. I thought he was kind of just going after the government's role in J6 mainly. I think we're getting to the end here. Here's the, I don't want to see this other guy here. Lies and things like that. After being hugged by Robert De Niro, Michael Fanone takes the mic and fakes himself, holding back tears about January 6th again. He's a better actor than Robert De Niro. It was all a production. They all must be exposed. Oh no, I feel the effects of January 6th 5 years later. Oh man.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm great.
What happened in there?
What are you talking about?
That confrontation.
Jack Smith testified
you're-
about how he had proof beyond a reasonable doubt that Donald Trump incited, orchestrated, and funded the insurrection at the Capitol on January 6, 2021.
It seemed like there was a fight in there.
No, there was no fight.
Is it true, Officer Fanone, that you turned off your own body camera on January 6th?
No.
I saw your body cam. You turned it off yourself. You were playing dead. I saw your body cam footage.
You're a fucking
What am I?
right-wing conspiracy theorist.
I saw you turn off your body cam footage, sir. But thank you for disrespecting me. Psychopath. Officer Fanone.
Yeah.
How are you today?
Yeah. Paid psychopath by the DNC, likely. Bo Diddle or something like that was hanging out with some people here. What's going on? On our way to the DC March for Life. Cool.
The March for Life. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's plain. A lot of people are going. I brought my beautiful wife for the first time. And we ran into our friend Hannah. It's going to be a great time.
Let's go. What about you, Madison? I don't know what to say.
She's on.
It's early. It's 7:30 a.m. We're on the way to the March for Life. Let's go, everybody.
Is that coming up? It is kind of usually in like the February time or something. Oh, here's the is this outside beforehand or is this afterwards? Church storming activist arrested right after his TikTok rant. William Kelly just got arrested. He's that bearded activist who filmed himself yelling at churchgoers in Minnesota. FBI's Cash Patel announced it, and Kristi Noem says he's hit with conspiracy to deprive rights and FACE Act charges. Let's go.
Thank you guys. Thank you for your service. I appreciate
All the people in this church, they're living
What service? I thought you were a reporter.
real comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration camps. So if we disturb their Sunday, oh no, nobody should have comfort right now while our immigrant communities are afraid to leave their houses. So you know, Pam Bondi, you want to come and arrest me? You want to come? You can't. They have no fucking time to shut.
I can't stand that guy. Pam Tiva's boyfriend is what I'm going to call him from now on. Pam Tiva's boy toy. No, oh, is this AI, just FYI. It's funny though. Riley Gaines, what was this about?
For the American flag right now, and I'm curious how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, I was born in America, so I'm always proud to represent my country. And yeah, a lot of us are doing really well, and it's great to see a lot of, great athletes on the women's side, on the men's side. So yeah, I feel like we're all doing a great job representing ourselves.
Sorry, do you mind if I follow up? Sure. Sorry, just to clarify a little, I mean, sort of in the context of the last year of everything that's been happening in the U.S., does that complicate that feeling at all?
I don't think that's relevant.
Amanda, one of the unique things about tennis is
Keep your opinions out of keep your political opinions out of sports. What a concept. I don't care what he has to say, actually.
Albert, how are you today? We're with Lindell TV. So I know that you don't want to talk to people on the conservative right because for whatever the reason you don't think, it's worth your time. But my question to you is, what's your line of questioning going to be? Are you going to still go with the whole phony insurrection lie that everybody in America basically figured out was a lie? Are you going to ask about the other people that died on January 6th? Do you know that the Capitol Police lied under oath? Do you support police officers that lie under oath? Those 4 cops that are in there, sir? Sir, are you aware that the Capitol Police in there lied under oath during the January 6th committee, Mr. Nadler? Well, thank you for being open-minded and talking to conservative networks. Your handler is a very intelligent guy. Hey, Mr. Nadler, how are you today?
Because of her, I haven't watched a whole lot of Lindell TV, but she gets in there just as much as the Fox News guys do when it comes to getting this investigative reporting going on here. It's probably not worth a while on that one. I already saw that one. David, I don't want an 18-minute video, David. Thank you.
How much money did you? Okay, how much money did you spend in the investigating President Trump? How much money did your office spend?
I do not recall as I sit here now, but I know that pursuant to, I believe it's the special counsel regulations, reports were issued each 6 months detailing how much.
We gathered at $35 million. And what I want to know is how much of that $35 million of taxpayer money did you give to confidential human sources?
You already heard that from there.
Be clear. I stand by my decisions as special counsel, including the decision to bring charges against President Trump. Our investigation developed proof beyond a reasonable doubt that President Trump engaged in criminal activity. If asked whether to prosecute a former president based on the same facts today, I would do so regardless of whether that president was a Democrat or a Republican. No one should be above the law in this country, and the law required that he be held to account, so that is what I did. To have done otherwise on the facts of these cases would have been to shirk my duties as a prosecutor and as a public servant, of which I had no intention of doing. I want to be clear.
F you. The Board of Peace is signing. You think the Board of Peace eventually could replace the UN? That would be interesting, right? AI. There's one of the ladies that got arrested.
Why are you not at Whipple protesting? Why are you not standing up with your Latino and Somali community?
Get off to the side. I know this only because I just did it once.
Yeah. This is the other of the three that got arrested. That annoying tall guy with a F Trump hat, and then these two ladies. Oh, she's got pink handcuffs.
Lockup's in there.
Lock them up. Yeah, let's see what else we got here. If there's any late breaking news here for you. Thank you guys for hanging out there. I appreciate you guys chilling out, watching some interesting news there. Is this recent or what was this thing here? Actually, let's check and see if there's anybody live streaming right now by chance out there. No. There's a few good spaces out there, but nothing really going on besides that. Yeah, if you guys want to join my thing or whatever tonight, 8 p.m., follow me on X or whatever. We're going to talk about how leftists have become so intolerant and how conservatives can change their minds. I forget exactly how I finished that sentence. 8 o'clock on X only. I probably could restream it, but I don't think I will. Is anyone going out to ice tonight? Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a little crazy, and Saturday's gonna be crazy too, Tommy. Crazy people here. What did the guy here have to say about this guy 15 minutes ago?
Let's keep recording. Captain America. What's up, buddy? Hey, motherfucker. Hey, you're not getting this face. Hey.
Let's say this is the Travis highlights here. If you like this guy here, he's a Portland leftist that gets in people's faces, confronts people, talks rudely to children and women, other things.
Get out of here, bro. Back off, motherfucker. Follow Lance videos. Lance videos and X.
I'll slaughter every last one of you motherfuckers.
That's a threat.
How does it feel, huh? Motherfucker.
No.
And they didn't press any charges against him yesterday when he went to the thing there. DA decided not to pursue any charges for his behavior, at least this night.
Follow me on X, guys, at Lance videos.
Hey, you can step out of my face now.
Choose not to.
You're not going to be followed. That's assault. You motherfucker! No!
And you want to know how the left thanked Portland and Multnomah County? Later that day, after they allowed Travis to go free, they took over the city hall for about an hour and everything. Took it over the city council meeting, took over the entire floor there, and wouldn't leave until they were forced out by about 10 police. That's how they repay city and the county for allowing their buddies to walk scot-free.
Combat search and rescue, Guyver Digital. I killed terrorists in this country, and clearly I missed one. What's my stolen valor, Guyver Digital? This is what terror feels like. When people like me come for you. Walk the fuck away.
Multiple threats, as you hear.
I'm allowing you. He's been trained for. You know how many fucking necks I snapped in Afghan? Trained to follow people around? Clearly not enough.
Tag me on X, at Lance videos.
Oh, here's your hat back, Travis. Go home while you still fucking can. I swear I'll skin you alive.
I don't know who you are.
Dumb bitch. Shut up. Did. He's not stolen valor. Dumb pussy motherfucker. I thought I ran your dumb cunt ass out of town too. What the fuck are you doing back here? No, they didn't.
Looks like he tries to be so dramatic in how he says things.
Compost. I can't wait to read your obituary. Love to see him hang. Travis Chur, AW2, Aviation Warfare Systems Operator, second class.
Nice and cool.
But you still, you can go home. We're not going to that.
I don't know what you're.
That smile, it's almost freakish, dude. Look at that.
You're not welcome here. Fuck away, you fucking pedos.
What is he? Look how freaky.
I didn't see.
Boom! There's spit. There you go.
Getting arrested. But you came.
Hey, Travis.
4 days
Here
later.
for your court hearing today?
Fuck off. Get the fuck out of my face.
Oh, there's an assault.
My fucking wife, I'll kill you dead. You understand me? This is the asshole.
You're also harassing us.
I'm not harassing. I'm on public property. I'm a journalist. No, that was assault.
Yeah, nobody likes that Travis guy. Nobody. So maybe a few leftists that want somebody that acts like that. I don't know. Oh, Byron Donalds leaving the Capitol tonight after votes. I was asked about ICE.gov. We decided to debate the issue. Oh, interesting. 20-minute debate? I'm going to save that. That might be interesting to watch later. Trump said something about Putin.
For his entry to the Board of Peace. Are you inclined to let him do that?
I don't know about that. I mean, I've heard that. Who said that?
President Putin.
It's very interesting. But he said he's going to use his money.
His frozen assets.
If he's using his money, I think that's fine. Yeah. You're talking about where he said this morning?
Yes.
He's going to join the Board of Peace and he's going to make a contribution of $1 billion. Yeah, by using his money. I mean, if he's using his money, that's great. I think it's important to have everybody in.
President Putin has said that he may use frozen Russian.
Interesting. But I'm guessing the rest of the board is not going to allow him to come in until he shakes hands with the other guy, Zelensky. Not much going on. What's the interview here?
discussions with people, but you know how that is at those liberal colleges. You can't really, if you sit down and you have a MAGA hat on, they're just going to yell, you know? And if you start yelling at me, then I'm going to give back the same vibe that I'm getting. That's just how it is. Like, I can't help myself. You start yelling and getting crazy with me, I'm going to get yelled and get crazy back at you. You know what I mean? I'm going to give you the same energy you're giving me.
And I like that
That's what
about
these
you.
people need, you know?
Don't lose that.
No.
I think a lot of us love that about you.
Yeah, my voice is the only thing that I'm gonna lose, you know. That's why I got the megaphone. I want to try to go to college.
What else going on? One more refresh in case there's any breaking news or something here. Let's think. Next order. When was this? Let's see what it is.
There's potential enemies at bay. Is this all we want from Denmark for national and international security and to keep our very energetic and dangerous potential enemies at bay? Is this land on which we're going to build the greatest golden dome ever built? We're building a golden dome that's going to, just by its very nature, going to be defending Canada. Canada gets a lot of freebies from us, by the way. They should be grateful also, but they're not. I watched your prime minister yesterday. He wasn't so grateful. But they should be grateful to us. Canada lives because of the United States. Remember that, Mark, the next time you make your statements. What we did for Israel was amazing, but that's nothing compared to what we have planned for the United States, Canada, and the rest of the world. We are going to build a dome like no other. We did it for Israel. All we want from...
Well said, well said, well said. You know, force Canada to comply at this point here with, like, stop helping out China, focus on North America, not freaking East Asia. Same situation. There's a different angle. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing there. I don't care what AOC has to say right now. Definitely don't care what she has to say, or her. Yeah.
I'd rather not see anything happen, but we're watching them very closely.
Iran.
I saw 837 hangings on Thursday. They would have been dead. Every one of them would have been hung. This is like from 1,000 years ago. This is an ancient culture. Very smart people, by the way. But it's an ancient culture. 837, mostly young men, were going to be hung on Thursday. And I said, if you hang those people, you're going to be hit harder than you've ever been hit. It'll make what we did to your Iran nuclear look like peanuts. And an hour before this horrible thing was going to take place, they canceled it. And they actually said they canceled it. They didn't postpone it. They canceled it. So that was a good sign. But we have an armada. We have a massive fleet heading in that direction. And maybe we won't have to use it. We'll see.
Maybe we won't have to use them. Oh boy. If Biden did something like that, just to kind of act threatening, like, maybe we'll use them, maybe we won't. Trump's like, maybe we won't have to use them, but the likelihood is we will. You know, you're a wimp. I didn't know you were a wimp. Wolfie, nice to be honest. I was kidding. Oh my God, that's funny. What else is going on here? I don't care about Canada that much right now. Stand with Minnesota. They're going to walk out on schools again. January 23rd should be tomorrow, yeah. Walk out all the schools here, people. Let's be stupid like this. We're blue to demand ICE stay away from our schools. Why blue? Oh, Minnesota's blue in their flag or something like that. Let's see, they have some lakes there that are blue or something. Alrighty. I think we covered everything. All right, guys. I'll be back on Twitter about 8 o'clock doing a little thing over there. So if you guys don't mind following me on Twitter if you haven't done it already. X is its other name. I'll give you that link there, even though it's right at the bottom of your description there. Talking about leftism and rightism and all sorts of isms. Copy that into the chat over here. I'd appreciate it. Alrighty, time to take a nap. Old age nap. Just to get my gumption up for the chit chat over there. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for chilling. Oh, you guys want music on the outro here? Need a little music on the outro here. We did Mr. Bill's Curbs a second ago. I should add more music here. It's starting to be kind of the same thing over and over again. Bill Tifa's Big Mistake. I haven't played this one in a while. It's just a 2-minute song here. You know, Bill Tifa's the neighbor and everything. He's a troublemaker, but let's see what this one sounds like.
His punchlines for Bill Tifa stands in the corner all loud, thinks his brain's a lightning cloud, but it's a drizzle, a faint little sound. He's sinking in the quicksand ground. Mr. Bill rolls in with his steady stride, common sense as his trusted guide. No need to yell, no need to fight. Bill Tifa's jokes fade in the night. Does it feels wrong every time he tries. His punchlines fall, his logic dies. Mr. Bill stands tall like a mountain wide. Bill Tifa runs, but he can't hide. Radical dreams built on shaky floors. Bill Tifa's knocking on closed doors. Says he's a rebel, says he's the man, but his blueprint's just a crumpled plan. Mr. Bill smiles calm as a stream. Reality sharper than Bill Tifa's scheme. Dad jokes crumble like brittle seams. Truth always beats a half-baked dream.
When curiosity strikes.
Bill Tifa, you can't outwit. Your arguments twist, but they never fit. Jokes that flop, beliefs that split. Mr. Bill's wisdom, it's the ultimate hit.
No problem, Nicholas. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm going to send you over to this man, Tommy Temper. He's a Canada guy over here. Let me get rid of that off the screen there. He's talking to somebody. What's going on here? I got to raid you right now. I got to take a phone call.